What's good? It's your boy Jerome from JeromeWilderFitness.com. Now in this video, I'm going to talk to you about the top 4 reasons why I think you should start fasting. All right, let's get into the video. Now, a lot of people, especially a lot of clients, a lot of my coaching clients, they wonder when it comes to fasting, how long? Is this something we're just gonna dibble and dabble in for a month, a few weeks? Like, how long do I need to fast? Now, I personally recommend making fasting a lifestyle. You should be living a fasted life. All right, there's so many different reasons, but I'm gonna break it down to 4 different reasons why fasting can be so beneficial. All right. Number 1, obviously, you can lose weight, all right? Here's the thing. When it comes to weight loss, you need to burn more calories than you consume in order to lose weight. So if you're eating muffins and, crackers and cupcakes and cereals and you're just grazing all day, you're most likely not gonna burn more calories than you consume. And what's gonna end up happening is you're not going to lose any weight. Now, body fat isn't just there for some display, and it's not some mandatory thing that your body necessarily needs. You don't need a large amounts of body fat. Truly, the reason why it's there is so that way you have energy stored for later. So that's all fat is, it's energy stored for later. So when you start fasting, that later arrives and you can start losing the weight because your body's gonna have no choice but to tap into that unwanted fat. It's gonna use it as energy, all right? And then you'll notice the scale start to drop significantly. Number 2, fasting helps reverse type 2 diabetes, all right? It helps reverse it. Now, let's really look at the root of what causes type 2 diabetes. It's because of too much insulin produced because of too high blood sugar, all right? And the beautiful thing about fasting is because you're not eating, you're not giving your body more sugar, your body's instinctively gonna start utilizing the glucose as energy. It's actually gonna use that sugar in your bloodstream first before it even taps into the fat. So what's gonna happen is over time, as you start using the sugar, your blood sugar is gonna lower, insulin production is gonna lower, and eventually over time, obviously it's not gonna happen, not overnight, not overnight, over time, the diabetes is gonna be reversed because of the fact that now our blood sugar levels are gonna be more normalized, they're gonna be more stable, all right? Reason number 3 is because it's going to help reverse a fatty liver. Now, in the Western world, it is something that most people don't even realize that they're plagued with this. I actually was reading that, I think it's 1 in every 3 people have a fatty liver. It might not be extreme. It might not be turned into a disease. It might not be, or rather it might not be something like cirrhosis, but a lot of people are dealing with fatty liver, specifically non-alcoholic fatty liver. Because you might be watching this and you're like, well, Jerome, I definitely can't have a fatty liver because I don't drink, right? You're not able to evade this. Junk food, bad lifestyle, stress, those things can still cause a fatty liver. All right, so when you do fasting now, what's gonna end up happening? Because here's the thing, your liver actually converts the glucose into fat, all right? It's a process called diliponeogenesis. So it's the conversion of the glucose into body fat, right? So your liver does this, which means there's gonna be an overspill of fat coming from the liver. All right, and this is no good if you're trying to lose weight and get fit, but you just have an overspill of liver fat. You're just gonna have a big stomach, a distended belly. You're gonna have low energy, slow metabolism. You're not gonna feel good. A lot of different issues can arise even beyond that. Okay, so we want to make sure that we start doing more fasting, because what's going to happen is, again, your body is going to start utilizing the sugar, the liver glycogen, the glucose in the liver. It's going to start using it as fuel, which in essence is going to reverse the fatty liver. Because if there's no fat in the liver, it can't be fatty. The name is fatty liver for a reason. It's because of fat that's in the liver. The liver is a very small organ, so we don't want extra fat. We don't want to slow it down, all right? The liver is important. Live L-I-V-E. The first four letters of liver is live. So in order to live, in order to feel great, we want to make sure we're taking care of our livers, guys, and fasting is a really powerful tool to do such, all right, or to do so. Lowering triglycerides, all right, that's another amazing benefit of doing fasting, because you're like people don't realize this, but a lot of these issues, the obesity, the metabolic issues, stems from eating too often, right? And when you have high triglycerides, you're at risk of heart attack, cancers, strokes, clogged arteries, all types of different reversible, avoidable, all right, avoidable issues. You don't have to suffer. You don't have to deal with these things. They're reversible. All right. Fasting will help because your fat cells are made out of triglycerides and they're made out of cholesterol. So when you start fasting, when your body starts using your fat as energy, what's going to end up happening is you're now going to break down the fat and then the triglycerides are going to be utilized, right? So you're going to burn them. And then your cholesterol and then your triglyceride levels can be more normalized. They can be more stable. So you won't have high triglyceride levels and you're going to totally just abolish a bunch of health symptoms. This is honestly, like, the way I see this, it's like killing 4 birds with 1 stone, all right? We got the overweight bird, type 2 diabetes, fatty liver, triglycerides, high triglycerides. All of those are different birds, but the 1 stone is fasting. That's the 1 stone that can literally abolish all of these metabolic issues. All right, now, if you know anyone, because honestly, this is something near and dear to my heart, because in this last year, I've heard a lot of stories of people who've died, family members, fathers, mothers, aunties, grandparents that have literally died, lost their life because they didn't have this information. They didn't know they could do these things to reverse these issues. And even worse, some people knew but didn't take it seriously and didn't take action. I don't want that to be you. So take this advice seriously because it could help you. Share it with someone and it could help them as well. Now, if you like this video, please drop a like, leave a comment below, and subscribe so we can spread the message of good health and fitness. All right? Peace.